if you are grateful for whatever exists and happens, you will become an enriched person. Nothing is required for becoming an enriching person. You have to be grateful. So these qualities automatically develop competence. And these competencies are very much required in the 21st century. Competency of research and inquiry, competency of innovation and creativity, and competency of technical and ethical leadership. If these qualities can be given and competencies can be given through education, because there is no other means in our hand, through education, everything will be fine. And as I said, education has achieved so many things in the last so many years. Prior to that, it was storytelling in India which has given all these competencies. Storytelling is an important method of learning, where there is a word in our Puranas, Navavidha Bhakti. The Navavidha Bhakti starts from number 1, and that is, what is that? Shravan. Shravan is the first Bhakti in Navavidha. Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran, Padaseka, Atmanivedan. So Shravan is the first important item on agenda for making you a learner. And in Shravan, what happens? One speaks and the other listens. Both of them don't do anything. One is speaking as I am speaking, and you must listen. Shravan Vidyartha Anubodha. But believe me, this is the important, you see, part of achieving ultimately the excellence in life. If you are a good listener, half the work is done. All principles we did. You have to really listen. Please listen. If you listen and the other person knows that you are listening, your 50% work is done. Because he knows you are not a God. You are not giving him a solution for all problems. Giving listening itself is a great satisfaction at the person. So listening is the first important item on the agenda when you have salvation before you. And here nobody does anything. One speaks and the other listens. And in our ancient heritage, who is the Acharya of Shravan? There are Acharyas for all the Navavidha. A person who is specialized and given a stand that yes, this can happen. So in that, Shravana Bhakti, Parikshit Raja is the Acharya. Because he listened to only Bhagavad from the mouth of Shukadeva. And ultimately, because in 7 days he was going to die. He said, I am going to die in 7 days. What is to be done now? How can I conquer death? And there Shukadeva said, yes, you can conquer death. You will be automatically getting that satisfaction, provided you listen for 7 days. And he listened, and ultimately he got salvation. Like that. And all these aspects of ancient heritage that we have. And therefore I was saying that prior to these formal universities coming in India, or educational facilities being provided, it was in 1858, the Bombay University came, Kolkata University, Madras University came. Prior to that, there were no universities as such. But we had Takshashila, Vikramshila, Nalanda, and 21 universities which lasted for 800 years. And what was the method of making quality leaders and good governance in the society? Only Shravan. Shravan and service, seva. You have to serve the person. For for 12 years. So that aspect is very important. So I was telling you that nature also helps us. If we have that particular strength of mind. I had one very miraculous experience in South Africa when we went to see Kruger Park. Kruger Park is a park, 5,000 million acres. 5,000 million acres. That is the Kruger Park. And all animals and beasts and birds are preserved there. And you can have a look at it and you can enjoy life. So when we went to Kruger Park on one day, we saw a very miraculous thing happening with us. A baby giraffe was being born to a giraffe. And you could see that the moment the baby was born, and it was just falling down from the womb of that giraffe, mother. The mother giraffe turned her face and with a long leg that she had, she gave a very strong kick to that particular baby giraffe. And we were seeing that it's being born, but the moment we are seeing, that also went up in the sky because of that kick that she gave. This natural phenomena had a lesson for us. Not only that, when that baby giraffe went up and came down and was trembling, she gave another kick. Another kick was given, and again the baby was sent to the sky. Nobody knows where she went. And again she fell down. And when she fell down, she also trembled further. Again a kick was given. This happened 2-3 times. We thought that perhaps that baby will not die, will not live. How could she survive? With that kick which was given by the mother to the baby at the time of birth. But believe me, 2-3 times, 4 times she did that. And when the 4th time baby came down, she stood on her own legs. Again a kick was given. Again a kick was given with that baby standing on her own legs. Again she went up. But when she came down, she started running. Nature wonder. You see, a baby is born and within 5 minutes or even less than that, or seeing it not require more than 2-3 minutes, this had happened. And when we studied that, we came to know that this is the natural strength given to the giraffe for kicking the baby, an experience to be enjoyed by that particular baby, because she has to stand on her legs the moment she is born. Because there are leopards and lions who rise that meat, and she will not survive, even in 5 minutes. In Kruger Park, this was seen by all of us. Obstacles will come in your life. Say, leaders are not without obstacles. Difficulties are there. So many things happen. Times move on changing. And you really do not know what you have done. Will come up well or making you stop where you are. But those difficulties, you must be aware that they are going to come. And there is nobody, no guru to tell you what is to be done. You yourself, you have to become your own guru and see what is to be done. Because by one failure, if you go out, you will never become a leader. You will never become a good achiever. sure a quality leader, it is necessary that you are मराठीमध्ये आपण सावध, अखंड सावधान. You have to be aware of yourself all the time, so that ultimately, but you can see from some others' experience, there are many people around you, and if you just ask them, if you just observe them, they will give you what is to be done in what circumstances. And there may be some abnormal circumstances in the life of one person, but you will also be able to overcome them, provided you have acquired this quality, not to go into depression any time. So my point in telling this to you is, a quality leader is more important than a great or effective leader. There are many great leaders, effective leaders at a particular point of time. Quality leadership is to be nurtured, and qualities for good governance are to be developed. And the only best quality that you have to develop is teamwork. And for teamwork, nothing is, you see, useful to you other than sports. So everybody must participate in the sports. Rahul Dravid has written his biography. I made a note. So he is also one of the quality leaders and also a good governor, in the sense he acquired all those qualities. And you are required to be on time for everything. It is therefore very important that we make use of 3 years, 5 years, 10 years of learning, 20 years of learning, that opportunity we get, that we ourselves help the students as teachers, as principals, as mentors, to enable them to nurture and develop quality leadership and good governance, which is the need of 21st century for making India become so great and superior as compared to other developed countries in the world today. They have taken their own time. But next 5 years, I am sure, we will be in such a position. Even in this COVID-19, we have shown to the world that we are little different than others. We cannot say that we have won everything and that we have come out of the situation. We are not going to make that claim. But still things as they are, with the population that we have, with the facilities that we have, with the health system that we have. Nobody is happy with the health system that we have, even after 70 years of independence. But even then, we have shown to the world that yes, we have immunity and we will be able to survive a little better than so far developed countries in the world. And now that the medicine is available, vaccination is available, it is only a mental healing. Because if you are already COVID, then for 90 days, 100 days, you cannot take that vaccination. And even if you take, what is the guarantee? But the guarantee is there. The guarantee is there. If you believe in yourself, you believe what you are doing. And if you are really saying to yourself, yes, I have a role to play, and I will play my role. With these words, I am very happy that this inauguration function has been arranged on this auspicious day, and you have given me an opportunity to appear before it and become listeners.
Good listener.
And I am sure, because I remember Dr. Mashelkar's address in the ISTD 2003, when I was required to preside over that function, 2003, and his subject was learning to dare and daring to learn. Innovative subject he had, and he gave a lecture of 1 hour in that particular assembly, where I was president of the commission. And I was very much admiring his qualities, because he is a chemical engineer, but he has played his role in management sphere by showing so many innovative ideas and making us think in a different way. So here he has always said that 5 things are required in Indian economy. If these 5 things are there, he will come out of the situation and achieve what he wants to achieve. Number 1 is child-centered learning. All learning must be child-centered. Today it is teacher-centered or some other center. Child-centered learning, number 1. Woman-centered family. The family must be woman-centered. Third, human-centered enterprise. I was already saying that you must have a human face. Business enterprises must have a human face. They must cherish values and they must come out with this particular quality that yes, we are for others and we are not only for exploitation of the society. Human-centered enterprises. Then fourth, innovation-centered society. Society must innovate every time. Everything must be done differently. Don't do different things. Do everything different. This is the slogan. So, innovation-centered society. And number 5, knowledge-centered nation. A nation must be knowledge-centered. And that is what our ancient Indian heritage has given. Institution of learning was at premium in India. If we have given anything to the world in those days, it is institution of learning and institution of family. These 2 things are the gift of India to the world. Because of that, we are surviving and we have a history of more than 10,000 years as compared to any other country in the world. And therefore, I was saying that all these universities, especially and others, they have survived because we valued knowledge. Knowledge is power. We say that in English. But we have already experienced it and put it into practice. That yes, we stand for knowledge and pure knowledge. Purity is important in whatever we do. So it is from that point of view that he was speaking. And it was also very important that we now emphasize research as an important component of our education. With these things, I'm sure we will be able to achieve certain new things that we want to achieve. And for our chapter, 2 things we have already said that we shall do. One will be sort of a monthly lecture from an eminent person on topics which will interest all of us. Subject topics are already there. In every college we arrange lectures. But here, this will be a forum for having a topic having larger dimensions and some eminent speakers. So even if in here we can get such 10, 12 lectures, that will be a great contribution, number 1. Number 2, we should have a postgraduate program, as I already said. Some 10, 15 students, if they are available, we can start that program. And our society will definitely help you to have a place suitable for that particular purpose. And we have already said that the same college can be venue for your postgraduate program that we want to start right from 1st of February. If 15 students are available and nursing students are available, I am told, so we can start that program and some others can add. So this will be an institution, a chapter, which will make our students aware of what is happening around them at the state level, at the national level, at the world level, and at the same time give them certain competencies which will make them a quality leader and a good governor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You are the real example of quality leadership and good governance. Let us all give a standing ovation to sir for being a true leader Now I request Dr. Rajesh Ji Khajuria to highlight the professional importance of PGDM course in few minutes.
It was an exemplary speech by Honorable Gosavi sir, and I think the purpose of our visit to Nashik is served by listening to Mr. Deshpande was appreciative of our 10-hour-long journey by car yesterday to reach here. But we are very pleased that we did that 10-hour journey and we'll do another 10-hour journey tomorrow to reach back home. It was very well worth. We are also very excited that we have over 50 principals and professors and trainers over here. And this is an outstanding achievement that Mr. Deshpande could do with the help of Gokhale Education Society. That gathering the top brains of Nashik and around is not really very easy on a Sunday or Saturday evening. And so thank you so much, sir, for organizing. We are also very fortunate to have the Regional Vice President of ISTD, Shri Dilip Bhai Desai, with us. And we came together and it was his insistence that I must accompany, followed by a request from Dr. Sant, who is principal of one of your colleges in Mumbai, which I was fortunate to visit last couple of years. So that's another reason that we are here and we are fully supported by our better half to accompany us over here. So thank you so much. In a very short span, what the new team at ISTD national level decided is to redesign the entire postgraduate program in learning and development, as we say, L&D. So this postgraduate program is in learning and development. Half the learning is done today with Mr. Gosavi's speech. The other half of the learning is in that training program. What we did was that we had nominations from 42 chapters that we have. We had nominations and the nominations were considered and the diploma board is made of a few members of these nominations, and we have a member from Chennai who is the chair, Mr. Shivaraman, who is a corporate leader, and myself as the co-chair, and there are members from academia and industry, and that's how diploma board was made. And our mandate is to redesign the program. So what we will do in redesigning, that we sought opinions from many, all the chapters and the members. And with that opinion, and with experiences of the board members, we are introducing 2 new courses in the new program. And one is a change that you had a subject called change management, but what's increasingly becoming important is innovation, and innovation in all aspects, including in management. And therefore, this whole subject is being redesigned as the innovation and change management. And you will see this in 3rd semester. That's the final semester. Another change we are trying to bring is data analytics in learning and development. Now, that's a course which is taught in a business school or management institute increasingly now, and there's a huge scope for data analytics, but so much so also in learning and development. So a whole new course will be designed on data analytics in learning and development, and that will also be offered in this 3rd semester. In addition to that, all the courses which are existing courses they are being totally redesigned. So therefore, we studied what is the credit system in this country. And I am aware of the credit systems in developed world. So we all combined together and we studied like UGC system of credit. We studied the National Skills Qualifications Framework of India. And then this being more of the skill-oriented program rather than the educational program. Therefore, the National Skills Qualification Framework is proposed to be followed in the new ISTD diploma. And we also have a member who is very well versed with, for example, Indira Gandhi National Open University, So we are learning from them also as to how they are offering programs which are like distance education programs successfully for last so many years. It was a thought that I was offered the vice chancellorship of that Inaugural, but I had refused on some other count. Just a matter of thought. So we are learning from everywhere, and then we also studied that what are the international accreditation requirements. So I being on the board of ACBSP Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs in the United States, and we have 1,200 member campuses from 63 countries as our members. A lot of learning we do. And fortunately, ISTD agreed on accrediting this course, the postgraduate diploma course of ISTD, accrediting it at a global scale. So we are also taken into consideration all those aspects of accreditation as far as the course development is concerned. There are other aspects also. But in the course designing, we are following those criteria also related to the course. So therefore, the new ISTD diploma is going to be a world-class diploma, we believe. And with the global accreditation, which is a 3-year process, but the national president says, Dr. Khajuria, please help us to do it before my term ends in next 1.5 years. So therefore, can we do this in 18 months? And that's another challenge that we are facing, the diploma board is facing. But I think when I'm increasingly learning more about ISTD, I realize that you have wonderful leaders. You have leaders everywhere. And in our online meetings, sometimes I get to see them. I don't know most of them. But I get to see them, and I get to see leaders in person over here. Like Dr. Gosavi said, that we have a leader and you have the Sherpa as the supporter, because of whom Hillary became a leader, the world leader. Therefore, we have supporters like vice chair, and we have like the treasurer and all, they are all supporters, and so you have you as the principals. So with this, I am sure we should be able to do this accreditation process in 18 months. I am not really sure how we shall do it, a 3-year process in 18 months. But if we get support from everywhere, I am sure we will be able to do it. And this will make each and every person who is holding this diploma globally recognized as a qualification. So with these few words, I put myself on a silent mode and have others on the dais to give an opportunity to speak out their minds. And I can assure you on behalf of Diploma Board that probably what Sir offered as kind of a place to teach or to offer this diploma from one of his colleges, that could be a model that ISTD can learn to offer in different parts of the country. There are 42 chapters. So Nashik is going to be hopefully a leader example of offering diploma in collaboration with a college or a group which is located there. And that becomes instantly a win-win partnership. And I'm sure Dilip Bhai Desai is the National Vice President from West can take it up, this model, and make it famous for all of you. And have you invitations from around the country as to how you did it. And you can always cite an example of Mr. Gosavi, that this is how this facilitation has come to. So, thank you very much, all of you, for coming over here, and you have good wishes from ISTD and your good wishes from myself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And Nashik chapter is inviting you again and again and requesting you to have that 10-hour journey again to and fro. So we will again have chance to listen to you. Thank you so much for your kind words. Now I request.
We are obliged, and we learned a lot actually as to how to manage better from Gajanan Ashram that we stayed yesterday at Trimbakeshwar.
Wow.
And the way they were managing that ashram, that nobody told anybody what to do. That everybody followed COVID guidelines. And so diligently that it's very rare to see. I have never seen such a world in even United States or Europe or Asia or many parts of the world that I travel many times accompanied by my wife. We have never seen the kind of management that Gajanan Ashram has.
This is only 10% ashram what you saw in Nepal.
Right.
100% where lakhs and lakhs people are there.
Right.
But the volunteers are not even communicating.
Right.
Without saying anything, they understand what service they need.
Exactly. This is what the point is, what Mr. Deshpande said, that without communication, and when we appreciated them, they were not perturbed in their duties. They say, okay, that's all. I mean, it's a kind of thing that every management student must learn as to how to manage from Gajanan Ashram people. And I am sure Nashik being a place of gods, I would say,
Yes. Yeah.
an abode of gods and saints, you can create world-class programs on managing NGOs. And one idea that why we are floating this Indian Quality Assurance Council, where several vice chancellors and some top government secretaries retired are involved. And why we thought of doing this is to bring the Indian quality to the world scale. So I'm going to share with Mr. Gosavi later on as to